Good morning, Stick Mobility. I hope everyone is well today. Well, good morning and good afternoon to wherever you are. Again, this is Corso, and today's focus is going to be a lot of core-based exercises. A lot of hip mobility, a little bit of shoulder mobility, but a lot of core stuff, okay? So we'll give it about another 30 seconds. I hope everyone had a very happy new year. And let's stay strong and positive in 2021, right? Okay, so first things first, we are going to need all 3 sticks for today's workout. Most of the prime part of the workout will focus on using the small stick. But we are going to joint prep first and get everything warmed up with the 2 sticks at first. Okay, so we are going to have the sticks 6 inches in front of our feet. Okay, and I'm going to press out and I'm going to push down with 60% pressure going down, 50 to 60%. From here, I'm going to lock my legs out and tuck the pelvis forward. I don't want to be here, I want to tuck forward. Shoulder blades are down, and I'm simply going to raise the feet up and down. The more I push down into the sticks, into the ground, the more of a pelvic tilt I have, and the glutes I contract, the more of the shins I'm going to feel at tibialis anterior. I'm going to raise up and down. Raise up nice and slow, and down. Raise up, hold it and own the top. Bring it right back down. Hold it and own it. Back down. Keep that pelvic tucked in. Up. The more you press down, the more the abs you feel. Up. And just a small amount of breath. Down. Let's do 5 more. 5. Hold it and own it and bring it back down. This is a great exercise to strengthen the ankles and the feet. Especially as we get older, we don't want to get that drop foot. So no matter what age my clients are, or even myself, we all do this one. One more time, tuck that pelvis, squeeze the glutes, and relax. Great job. Okay, we're moving on. Still sticking with the double sticks. Okay, I have my pelvis tucked forward once again. Now when we do these calf raises, okay, I want to make sure that I am pushing right under the big toe. Most of us, when we do any type of calf raise or heel raise, we simply move to the outside where the strongest point of our calf is. It's very abnormal to stay at the inside, and that's where we want to stay. So with this one, I'm going to push down with 60% pressure going down. I'm really trying to move that floor. Pelvis is still tucked forward, squeezing the glutes. I want to raise up and down. On the way down, I still want to keep pressure in that stick. Press up and down. You should hopefully be feeling your abs with this one. As you can see, I am shaking because I am trying to put as much pressure into the sticks as possible. Up and down. Up, down, nice and slow. Control the descent, but keep the pressure. Up. Remember the mass in spaces. Your head is a mass. Your neck is the space. Lower down. Up, squeeze the glutes. Lower down. Up, hold it. And down. 2 more. Up. And down. 1 more time. Raise up, stay onto those. Your heels up. Right over the big toe and down. Great job. Okay, we're moving on. We are taking the small stick now. Okay? Taking the small stick, we're going to start with loosening up the hip flexion and the quad a little bit. Last week and the week before, we worked on pressing the stick down, pulling the heel back, tucking the pelvis forward. Now we're going to add a third element in. So the first week was just the pelvic tuck. Second week was adding in the heel pulling back. This time we're going to add a lean back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to have my right leg forward. My left hand's on the bottom, my right hand is on top. Shoulder blades are down and descending towards the butt. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Pull your right heel back. We're in position now. And all I'm going to do is lean back, but keep that pelvis tucked forward and come back up. Still pushing into the ground with about 40 to 50% pressure. It's a lot going on. Hold that stretch, come back up. Make sure you don't drop the pelvis back. Keep it tucked forward. Only go back as far as you can. If it helps, push that foot into the ground. Lean back and hold. Squeeze and come up. Back and hold. Squeeze and come up. Back and hold. Squeeze and come up. Tuck that pelvis, back and hold. Squeeze and come up. Back and hold. Squeeze and come up. 3 more. Squeeze those glutes on the left side, back and hold. And come up. 2 more. Back and hold. And come up. 1 more time. Back and hold. Up. Opposite side. Let's put our left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. Arms are locked out. Stick is at an angle. Again, I'm pulling with the heel, pushing down with the right foot as I tuck my pelvis forward. Already getting that stretch in my hip flexor. And we move. Up for 1. Back. 2. Back. Hold it and own it. And 3. Back. And 4. Tuck that pelvis. Back. 5. Back. And 6. Back. 7. Back. 8. 2 more. Push that pelvis. Back. And 9. 1 more time. Here we go. Hold it and own it. And 10. Great job. Okay. Moving on. So we're going back to the big sticks once again. We're going to hit our dead hang and our skin the cat. Okay, right in between the sticks, we're going to stand this time. Hands are on top, palms facing in. Have a good grip on the stick. Start to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to go into our dead hang. If you need to be back a little more here, that's fine. Or we can go a little under, a little bit more. Relax your shoulders, having a good grip on the stick. The goal is to get your shoulders mobile enough where your shoulders are right in line with your ears. From there, I'm going to come up. I bring the sticks around. And now I go into my skin the cat. Still having a good grip on the stick. I don't have too much weight into my legs. Just enough to give me some balance. I come back up and bring it right back around. Now, obviously the regression for this, just don't go as low. If you have a hard time, step back into it more. We come back up. I come around, bring it around, and down. Working your grip at the same time. Each spot should feel lower and lower. I come back around. Have a good grip. And come back up. Last one. Bring it all the way around. Breathe. Bring it right back up. Great job. Okay. We're done with the 2 big sticks for a tiny bit. Okay. We're now going to hit some shoulder external rotation. Let's grab the small stick and then we're done with this one and we're going to move on to our workout. I'm going to put my arm up here. If you notice, the elbow is in line with the shoulder. I'm going to put my right hand behind the stick. The stick goes behind my tricep here. I don't want to have it in front. I want to have it back here as much as I can. Now be very careful with this one. You're lightly going to pull up on the stick with your left hand. Don't arch your back. Keep your pelvis tucked forward. Find out where your mobility is in your shoulder. We're going to hold for 2, 1, and release. Okay, so don't go too far. If you have a hard time getting it back here, then move it up a little bit. But work on just pressing that shoulder back a little. Just be careful with this one. Okay, let's hold it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Stand the same side. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Other side. Okay, pelvis is tucked forward once again. Squeeze those glutes and pull for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. One more time, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, very good. All right, actually, you know what? I wasn't telling the truth. We have one more of our active warm-up. We're going to lie on our stomach. We're going to do some shoulder dislocations. Now, the wider your hands are, the easier this is. The more of a grip you have, the harder it is too. So have like a medium grip. If you can't bring your arms up all the way, start wide as you can and just do what you can by raising your arms up a little bit, okay? The rest of us, if we can go over, we're going to start at a medium and middle grip first, and then we'll see if we're going to work our way inside. I'm going to take my pelvis, tuck it forward, sideways. Okay, I come up, I push the shoulders towards the floor, and then I raise up towards the ceiling. I bring it all the way down, have a good grip on the stick. Bring it right back around and down. Let's do it again. Up. Bring it all the way around. Keep the pelvis tucked, bring it right back around and down. Let's move the hands up inside a little more if possible. Here we go, we come up. Bring it down. Bring it back in. Last one. Up. Down. Bring it around. Great job. Now time for our strength training. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to start with our hollow body position first with the small stick. So I'll go over the regressions first with this one. First things first, if your core isn't strong enough to keep your lower back down, you're going to take your pelvis, tuck it forward, all right, towards my chin, and I'm just going to work on just a slight roll. See, I'm staying rigid and back. A slight roll and back. Option 2, the legs will be up doing the same thing. Option 3, if you have that hollow body, pretty good. We're going to find our hollow body position. My hands are going to be just at the inside portions of the stick, the small one. And I'm going to roll. I'm trying not to let the stick touch the ground and use no momentum. I come around. Oh, I got stuck. Back to the other side. Okay. We're going to do this for 3 reps each side. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up and we roll. I come back. I roll. I come back. I roll. I come back. Roll. Back. One more time each side. We roll. I come back. Last one, I roll. I come back. And good job. Okay, even I got stuck on that one, but I like those challenges of that one. Okay, we're doing a 3-way bridge. I really like this move a lot. Okay, so I'm going to lie on the ground. And I should have said we should have access to a wall. I'm sorry if I didn't. So I'm going to lie on the ground. The stick is going to be on my left side of my body. Okay, the stick will always be on the left leg, and we're going to go from the outer portion of the thigh to the middle to the inside. Starting in the outer portion, I'm going to put the stick into my outer thigh, pushing into the wall. I'm going to be my leg bent at 90 degrees. Now, hand positioning. Hand position 1, hands could be on the ground. Option 2, the inside of your hand here is called the pisiform bone. It's our pivot point when doing some bodyweight exercises. What you're going to do is put pressure on that pisiform bone, and it's going to corkscrew your shoulders down to get the lats more involved in this bridge. So I'm pushing into the wall as I'm pushing on my pisiform bone. Squeezing the glutes nice and tight. I'm going to come up, trying to move the wall with my left leg. Lucky 7s. We're doing 7 reps this way, 7 reps the other direction, 7 reps the other direction. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we come up, down for 1. Up, down for 2, up, down for 3, up, down for 4, up, down for 5, up, down for 6, up, down for 7. Now I'm going to face away from the wall. I'm going to put the stick on the middle of my thigh now. So you want your thigh about 90 degrees. I have to move close to the wall a little bit. I'm driving the stick back into the wall. Same thing. I'm using the pisiform bone, pushing in. We're going to bridge up and down. With this one, you're going to feel a lot more lower abs and a lot more of that pelvic tilt. Here we go. Up, down for 2, up, down for 3, up, 4, up, and 5, up, and 6, up, and 7. Okay, now I'm going to face towards the camera. Now it's to the inside of my thigh. Okay? Now it's to the inside, still trying to move the wall. Same pressure on the pisiform bone. Here we go, up. That's 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 6. Last one. Up. And 7. Okay, we're going the other way now. Okay. All right, so now we're starting on the outer portion of the thigh once again. Now my right thigh is pushing against the stick, the outside of it is. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we bridge up, down for 1, still pushing on the stick, but about 30% pressure, down for 2. I didn't say too much of a regression with this one because this is something everyone could really do except for the hands being down. 4, if you need a little bit of more support. Up. 5, squeeze those glutes as you come up. Come up for 6. Last one. Up. 7. Okay. It's into my thigh once again, the middle portion of my thigh. Here we go. Up for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more, 7. Great job. Inside of the thigh for the last one. Okay. So the inner portion of my thigh. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We bridge up for 1. Up for 2. Drive those hips up. 3. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 4. 5. 6. Last one. Up for 7. Great job. If you need to take a quick sip, and we're moving on to some more abs. Okay, we're doing now a cross-sectional hollow body. Okay, we're going to hold each position for 10 seconds. So the first progression is you're going to have the opposite leg down, the straight leg down, squeeze and lock down. Taking the stick in my right hand, I'm going to grab the end, and I'm going to push the other one into my thigh. I'm going to crunch up and hold, but keep the leg down. Brace your abs, make sure your abs are staying flat by taking your pelvis and tucking it. And you're just going to hold for 10 seconds. Keep your hands here to make sure that your abs are staying flat. If you have that, and you can flatten the abs out and put the lower back into the ground, we're going to crunch up. Your left hand that is not on the stick is extending out towards the feet. I'm going to bring the opposite leg up, and I'm going to hold and try to drive my leg away from me. We're going to do 3 sets of 10 seconds each side, alternating each side. Grab the stick, drive the leg up, and let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. I'm trying to get my lat involved as well, so I'm taking the shoulder blade and I'm descending it towards the body. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. That's 1. Begin and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Start to burn. All right, reach. Let's go. Lock at the leg and go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Last one. Up and go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, we're going back to the big stick. All right, we're going to rock out our ninja flow. We're going to do something a little bit different with it. We're going to drop from a high point to a low point. So it's going to have it in our left hand first. Have it in the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Now, only go as low as you can for this move. Okay, that's your progression. I'm going to grab the bottom of the stick. I'm going to drop first. Working on my grip a little more than I normally do. So I'm really loading the shoulder, trying to get a stretch here. Now I'm going to come halfway. Now I want to drop. And then I'm going to come halfway up. I'm going to drop. And then I'm going to come up and over. Okay, we're going to do it for 5 reps. Here we go. Let's drop down first. Hold. Work that grip. Drop over to your halfway point. You're loading that leg a little bit. Now we're going to drop. Up. Drop. Over. That's 1. Hold. Bring it over. We drop. Up. And over. That's 2. Bring it over and hold. Drop. Up and over, that's 3. Hold that stretch, it feels really good in the chest and shoulder. Up and over, hold the midpoint. Drop to your low point. Bring it right back over. Over. Drop. Have a good grip on the stick. Bring it right back over. We got one more. Over. Find your midpoint. Drop. And over. Great job. Let's go to the other side. Now it's in the inside portion of my right foot. Right hand's on the stick. Good grip. Let's drop down and hold. Over to the left. Find that midpoint first. Drop. Bring it up and over. 1. Midpoint. Drop. Bring it over. It's 2. Over. Midpoint. Drop. Over. It's 3. Over, find that mid-range, hold, drop, bring it right back over, that's 4, one more time, over, drop, and over, great job. Okay, moving on, if you need to hydrate, please hydrate. Okay, now the legs are stretched out, we're gonna grab that stick once again, okay? My wife always makes fun of me for doing this. Every time I'm using the stick at home, I do this, and she's like, did you just totally do a green arrow? You know, you pass the bow around, so she called me, and I had to call myself out on it. All right, so 2 options with this one. It all depends on your mobility and how high you can bring your leg up for this one. I really like this move. I love doing kicks. It's so great for your abs and mobility. Okay, but if you're very tight, this will be a hard drill for you, so they show you the first progression. From here, all you're gonna do is take your back leg, kick it up, bring it down, and switch. Pushing into the ground with about 20% pressure going down. I kick, I come down and switch. Option 2, I'm gonna bring the leg over the stick. So I'm here, I come over, and I come back, okay? I let go towards the end, here. So the leg passes over, I switch, I come back. I come over and back. 1 and back, 2 and back, okay? All right, let's try about 5 kicks, see how we feel. Maybe we'll do a few more. Okay, so remember, the first progression is just bring the leg up high as you can. You come down and switch. You come around and switch. All right, so let's bring our right leg back, left leg forward, pushing down into the stick. I come around, that's 1. Bring it around, that's 1 each side. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Good. Stretch out a second. Let's do 2 more. I think we got this. Okay, push into that stick. And we're going to kick. 1, 1. Try to find that control. 2, and 2. Great job. Okay, moving on. All right, we're going to need the 2 big sticks. All right, since we just did some inner thighs there and core, now we're going to work some adduction of the hip in 2 different positions. We're going to work it from the hip hinge, and we're going to work it from the squat. I'm going to put the stick into the wall, both sticks. I'm going to stand around the sticks, pushing back onto the wall. I'm going to find my hinge. Make sure the stick is not on your knees. Make sure it's right in between your inner thighs. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm in my hinge, okay? And I'm going to, my arms will be bent a little bit for this one so I can get it in the middle. Hold them outwards. I'm going to try to bend in and back. Find that hinge. So minimal knee bend, maximum hip. Okay, pushing back. If you have a very hard time with this, just do the hinge. Don't worry about pulling your knees in and out for adduction. Okay, so we're back into our hinge. Arms are bent, shoulder blades are backing down. I squeeze, in for 1. Squeeze, in, out for 2. In, 3. Keep that chin down. Don't look up like this. Keep that chin down for that good hip hinge. In for 4. In, 5. In, 6. In, 7. In, 8. In, 9. One more time. In, and 10. Stand up. We're now going to take it into a squat. All right, I'm going to squat down. Same thing. Arms a little straighter down. I'm squatting. In. That's 1. In. 2. In. 3. Pull the shoulder blades back. In. 4. In. 5. In. And 6. In. 7. In. 8. In. 9. One more time. In. And 10. Awesome job. If you need to hydrate, just take a quick sip. Don't take too much in. And it's time to move on. Okay. Believe it or not, we're actually going to need the big sticks once again. Okay. So, I'm sorry I didn't say this at the beginning. Make sure you have access to a ceiling or a doorway. Okay. This one's going to be a little bit different. If balance is an issue for you, make sure you utilize that second stick as much as you need to. Okay? I'm going to put it onto my foot first. It's on my right foot. I'm going to take my right foot now. I'm going to drive my knee up to the ceiling. When I do that, the knee will come in contact with the stick. From here, I'm going to put the stick onto the ceiling and hold it there, my foot. Lower abs are involved and my pelvis is tucked forward. I'm using this for balance if I need it. And all I'm going to do is bring the foot to the inside, and then bring it to the outside. But this knee should always be touching the stick at all times. Okay? So we're gonna work internal and external of the hip. Make sure it's on the ceiling by driving up. What I like about this drill, you're gonna notice that at one point, possibly, when you're moving the knee around, you might have a hard time holding the stick up to the ceiling. That's your weak point. That's your weak area that you really need to focus on, because that's the angle where you could possibly, at some point in time, get hurt doing anything athletic. So let's find that weak point. For me, sometimes when I go to the outside, it begins to drop. So I have to really focus on having that active engagement and drive to the ceiling more, okay? All right, so it's on my right foot first. Let's put it into the ceiling. My knee is in line with the stick. Driving in, squeezing the glutes on my left side, tuck the pelvis forward. We're gonna go to the inside, and I go to the outside. It's 1. We're gonna do 5 windshield wipers. In, out for 2. In, out for 3. Drive that stick up. In, out for 4. It's a burner. In. I lost it. Out for 5. Very good. All right, other side. Okay. It's on my left foot now. I'm driving the left foot up. Okay, I'm going to open. I'm going to close for 1. Open. And 2. Open. Close for 3. Open. And 4 for me. I really got to focus on the left side. The left side is my stubborn side. And good job. Excellent work. Very challenging exercise, but it's something that you could easily work on in a doorway. Okay. We are now going to go into plank position with the small stick. Okay. So lying down in my plank position. Let's say I'm lying down on the floor. First thing I want to do is make sure I have my hands to the inside of the stick here. I'm going to be in this position in my plank, okay? If you have to grab inside more depending on your shoulder width, that's fine. And we're going to bend the stick in half. As we bend the stick in half, I'm also going to drive the elbows down towards my feet. The elbows aren't going to move, but you're going to have that active force pulling back to get more core engagement. So we're bending and driving back, okay? And what we're going to do is hold that for 10 seconds, bring the knees down for 10 seconds because intra-abdominal pressure builds up. We're going to come right back in again. Okay, so find that bend in your stick and you're going to drive those elbows back. It's going to pull my shoulders back into position, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Go. Drive. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Last one. Begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. All right. Excellent work. Now we're going into our stretching portion. Grab your big stick. We are going to hit our snake reach first. I'm going to have my right leg forward. My left leg will be back. My hand goes to the stick goes behind my right shoulder. Hand goes on top. Remember, bring the stick out as much as you can for you. I like to go back further like this for me. And we're going to hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Let's do the same side again. Your regression is just don't go as far. Okay, if you have a hard time with your shoulder, If your shoulder's tight, just grab lower on the stick. Okay, here we go. We're holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I come up. One more time. Down, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, let's go to the other side. On top, underneath, and reach as the snake reach. Over 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We come up, down, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I come up. Last one, down, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay. Where are we here? Okay. Let's go into our deep squat now. I'm gonna squat down as deep as I can. Pushing up with one arm. I'm gonna take my elbow and I'm going to push my elbows out onto the inner portion of the thigh. So I'll walk my feet out little by little. If you can't go that low, just don't go that low, but have a good grip on the stick and force those inner thighs out with your elbows and just hold. Breathe. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are now kneeling down with the big stick. We're going to go into our camel stretch now. I'm going to put the stick behind me. I'm going to put it on the right side of my shoulder. Actually, no, I'll start with my left so you can see my hands on the ground. So it's on my left shoulder now. Okay. My left arm is going to go up and back as I try to bring my right hand to the ground. Now, your first progression is just to put your fingertips on your heels, feet flexed, and just reach back as much as you can. You have the mobility, pushing into the ground. I go back. My hand goes to the floor. And I push the pelvis away. Again, nice stretch in the quads. I push on the stick to come back up. Let's do the same side again. Push back. We slowly come back up. Let's go to the other side. Go back. My hand goes to the floor, if you can, only. Have a good grip on the stick. Slowly come back up. We go back down. Slowly come back up. All right, let's lie on the ground now with our small stick. We're going to put it right behind our left hamstring. Right leg will be out straight. Squeezing the glutes nice and tight on your right side. Have a good grip on the stick. Now, want your arms bent. And make sure that you drive that knee in far as you can. We're trying to work the deep belly of that muscle. So you might not be able to lock the leg out all the way, but that's okay. Just keep those arms on the ground. You might just get to here. Okay, but little by little, that's going to get straighter. Okay, here we go. Drive the knee in. I come up. Now for one. For me, on the left side especially, I feel a lot more in my piriformis, definitely. We've got 5 times. This is 3. Bring it back in. Bring it up. And 4. Bring it up. And 5. Let's go to the other side. Up. 1. Up. That's 2. That's 3. Up. That's 4. One more time. Up. And 5. Great job. Bring both these into your chest. Just hug. We are done. Thank you so much for joining on today. Make sure you check out our podcast at Make sure you check out our podcast at Movement Made Better. This is George Corso once again signing off, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great one.